everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. This video is about vehicle recovery, tools, methods, that kind of stuff. But first off, if you guys like the channel, please subscribe. Please hit the like button, please comment. Please watch the whole video and all the things that help the channel with the algorithm, especially if you really enjoy the content. You want to help out a little bit. It's greatly appreciated. I just want to reach out and touch as many people as possible, spread knowledge, help people to become awake and to be preppers, to be more prepared. Because the more people that are prepared, the more people we'll have in the asset column instead of the liability column. And I really want assets around me, around our country, around the world, than liabilities. That's the whole reason why I do this. So, vehicle recovery methods and stuff and such. Vehicle recovery meaning your vehicle gets stuck, aka like off-road, four-wheeling type stuff, but not necessarily four-wheeling. It could just be that you have to drive down instead of the main roads, all the paved roads in your area are blocked or something like that, or say an EMP happens and the roads are clogged. So you have to go off-road, you have to kind of make do, trying to get somewhere. And you get stuck. So start off with, first, what kinds of tools do you need? This all depends on what kind of area you're in also. So, I'll start off with, first thing I'll start off with is a tow strap. Tow strap is just a strap that you can hook to your vehicle, hook to another vehicle, and pull yourself out. Snatch strap, whatever you want to call it. But you have to have two vehicles for that. So, along with that though, if you're by yourself, you can have a winch, which you'll be able to winch yourself out, maybe. Or a come along, which is a handheld, ratcheting type version of a winch, kind of. But when you're just getting these things, don't just say, I have a big 1-ton diesel truck. Obviously, I'm not in it right now. And if I just go to Walmart and buy some cheapo little come along, if my vehicle's stuck, if that truck's stuck enough where I can't get it out, that little come along is probably not going to get it out. So get a come along, winch, whatever it may be, that is appropriate for your vehicle, that will recover your vehicle from being stuck. Some things that come along with that are, if you're in a wooded, forested area type stuff like that, most of the time, if you have long enough straps or cables, chains, all that kind of stuff, you probably will be able to reach a tree at some distance to hook onto, to anchor, to pull yourself out. But what if you live in Arizona or the desert somewhere, or Kansas or flat lands of Montana where, it's all prairie and there's no trees? What do you do then? Well, there's things, I forget the technical name. Never had to use one because I was always in wooded environments, all my four-wheeling years and experience. But it's like a little pick shovel type thing that's a wedge. It's basically an anchor that you hook into the ground, that you tie your strap off to, and it provides an anchor point for you to pull off of, for you to recover your vehicle from. And that's another option. Look into it. There's a lot of research, check in. I'm sure somebody has videos about this very specific topic if you want to go a little more in depth. I'm just basically throwing it out there for you guys, putting more tools in your toolbox, planting that seed in your heads so that you can go forth and learn more about it, learn what's appropriate to you, what kind of tools you need, stuff like that. So we got, winch, come along, ratchet strap, you could possibly use, tow strap, chains, cables, those kind of things. Okay, so along with that, other tools you may want are jacks. Well, if you're in a truck, SUV type vehicle, Jeep, truck, something like that, well then you probably need a high lift jack. It's a special jack It's really tall. You hook it to the frame of the vehicle and you ratchet it up. This is one reason why people have these things called rock sliders along the sides of their doors. It's a metal piece. It's been welded to there, so they have a lifting point for their high lift jacks, and also to provide protection from rocks from their sheet metal. So high lift jack is another good thing, or at least a jack. So what are some other things you can do? It's very useful is if you have just a section of 2x4, a little bit wide. I'd say, I don't know, depending on how your vehicle is set up, how much wider than your vehicle, than the tire it needs to be. It has to be able to clear your wheel wells. But basically you get a piece of 2x4, and then what you do is you bungee cord it, zip tie it, ratchet strap it, duct tape it, whatever. Bungee cord, I think I said that, to your tire. So your tire is basically like, this is your tire, and you put it across like this. So that every time your tire comes along, it provides that grab and extra stability area and helps you drive. There's also other traction aiding devices like ramps, sections of chain to drive across. There's a lot of different vehicle recovery methods out there. Just look into what applies to you in your situation. Best thing is to get the knowledge, the driving skill, stuff like that, so you don't get stuck in the first place, of course. But and it's a lot easier if you have friends with you, if you're not by yourself, obviously. So these are just things to think about, to look into what you have. I mean, if you just have like a little car, like a little Toyota car or a Honda Civic or something like that, then if that's your only vehicle, you probably don't have to worry about it much, because you're not really going to go anywhere where you're going to get stuck. And if you do, you're probably not going to be able to get it out, because you could probably be high centered or something like that. But if you have a truck, SUV, four-wheel drive type capable vehicle, you need to have recovery methods. And along with that, shovel, a mattock may be helpful, an axe to, cut down trees, a chainsaw to clear the path, whatever. There's a lot of different tools like that that will also help you, or that might be helpful. So look into it. Like I said, this isn't a four-wheeling channel, this is a preparedness channel, and I'm just trying to plant the seed. I'm trying to get you guys thinking about what applies to you, what you might be forgetting. It may be a weak area. It may be something you've totally forgotten and not even thought about. Because there's so much to prepping. It's not your fault. It's not, we all have weaknesses. We all have gaps and stuff like that, because you can't think of everything all the time. I can't think of everything all the time. I have subscribers all the time asking questions in the comments. And I'm like, oh, yeah, good point. Because there's no way that one person can think about everything. That's why groups, mags, teams, tribes, all that kind of stuff are very beneficial. People with multiple and varied skill sets and knowledge levels, and just the fact that people think differently. We all have different things on our mind. We all have different ways to look at a problem, different solutions to provide. So I encourage you guys to work on your groups, your tribe, whatever you want to call it. Prep a little every day, and prep out of peace of mind, out of fear. Please don't fear. I know these are scary times. Possibility of a reflash, second wave, whatever you want to call it. I get it. But stay safe, stay healthy. I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.